Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack Stadium. The opening kickoff with a little slippery ball after that rain, and the Wolfpack pick it up all the way down by the 1 yard line, maybe the 6-inch line. Mark McNulty with you. What do you think of that, Mark?
That is as good of a way as Williamsport could start out the game, I feel like. You know, that is get the ball for Wilkes-Barre area down at the 1 to begin that first possession. Got to go 99 yards down the field.
Yeah, they sure do, and we're just kind of working our way through as we're getting started tonight. It's been a while since we have broadcasted a game. That Valley West game kind of threw us off, Mark. They went to a Saturday. First it was going to be Saturday, then it was going to be Friday. Went back to a Saturday and kind of tweaked our schedule a little bit. But we're back here. We're ready to go. Wilkes-Barre area, 99 long yards to get a score here with the record-setting quarterback, Jake Howe.
And I was here, you know, for that last home game where Jake Howe broke the conference record for passing touchdowns. You know, it seems like this Wolfpack team now has a lot of confidence going in as the handoff goes to Ardo.
Did he make it out? I don't know if he did.
Didn't look like it from here.
Whew. I think it's second down in a little bit.
Not the best play there for the Wolfpack offense. Looks like they're going to call him. They got it out of the end zone, it looks like.
We appreciate you joining us tonight here with Mark McNulty. I'm John Mendola. Jake Howe out in the flat, and that didn't work.
Just a bit of a miscommunication there between him and his receiver. You know, now that sets up third and long from the 1. You got, you know, what do you do here as an offense?
So third down here for the Wolfpack as they get ready to throw out there in the flat. They get it to Kellum, and he just makes it out to the 12-yard line. So getting out of Dodge are the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack. So 11 yards on that. And that's Jonathan Otway Kellum. So here come the Wolfpack with Jake Howe. Again, they started this drive on the 1 yard line. Howe looks and almost intercepted. He had a little hesitation there to get it to Otway Kellum and weren't able to get that connection. So the Wolfpack, nothing doing there right near the line of scrimmage. They're actually going to lose yards. So not good for Wilkes-Barre area.
And that's going to set up third and long.
We're working on a couple things here to get Mark's audio right. Nothing Mark did. I just think somehow the audio board got tweaked just a hair. So we'll get it right here in a second. Wilkes-Barre area will be forced to punt, Mark.
And that is a tough start to the game for Wilkes-Barre area on offense. You know, they did get the first down there, try and get themselves some kind of life in the drive, but, you know, it doesn't result in points. But you got a good defense out there, so we'll see what they can put together here for you.
John Mendola and our student broadcast crew here for the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack. Mark McNulty with us. We got a whole crew up here with us. And that punt is blocked, and Williamsport will get the football with great opportunity here.
And what a start to the game for Williamsport, special teams-wise. I love seeing special teams make an impact on a football game.
Absolutely, yeah. And that great kickoff, you know, the ball became fumbly. I don't think any of us really thought those showers were coming today. They came And the stands, the carpet, everything's a little slippery tonight.
And you'd be shocked at how much of an effect that could have on an offense. You know, even just simple catching the ball, throwing the ball, it's slippery. That is tough to do even with the gloves.
So an interesting setup here for the Williamsport offense. We'll try to get to some of these players. Again, it's been a little bit of an up and down season for Billtown. Berwick really took care of them, if that gives you any indication. And that is number 11, Tevin Williams. He is a quarterback that, we'll see how he does. Sophomore, 6'3", 170 pounds, has some abilities. Coming over there for Wilkes-Barre area was Gimbitsky.
And Gimbitsky's one of those guys, we all know him for his receiving ability on offense. But on defense, we cannot understate his impact on a football game.
So, of course, Williamsport has a number 34 in the backfield, but not on the roster. And that happens, on these away teams. They have a home and away jersey. Number 12 in the carry, Giovanni White.
That's going to set up a third down here for Williamsport. Now you debate. It's third and, about 6, maybe 5? Do you take a shot at the end zone, or do you just try and get the first down, keep the drive alive?
Yeah, and we've yet to hear or see the kicker as far as extra points or field goals, so we'll find out that. But they always have a talented kid. Sometimes it's a soccer kid or what have you. I think last year's kid was very good, but I think he moved on. So should be a new guy for this season. As Billtown now, as Mark had said, third down and short and too much time, or they called the timeout. Timeout, Williamsport. 8:27 on the clock. Mark and I will take a quick timeout here in the Wilkes-Barre area. Student broadcast on the John Mendola Show Network. All right, here we go. It is third down for Billtown. They're going to throw. He's going to roll. He's got a wide open receiver, and it's a touch me down. Caught it in the end zone.
That was Lucas Naughton, the senior. And Williamsport strikes first here live from the Wolfpack Den.
Well, nice job by number 19, Naughton, the senior, as Mark had mentioned, from Tevin Williams.
And Tevin Williams, coming in as a sophomore quarterback in a very unfriendly place to play, gets him right down the field here into the end zone.
Braden Ungard, the junior, will kick, 6'1", 180 pounds. And Ungard puts it up and through. He is the soccer player. I remember this kid, not too shabby. 7-0, 8:22 on the clock. Billtown up in the lead. Sorry about that. We're just trying to take care of a few things here to kick off. Wilkes-Barre much better position here for this, Mark.
Absolutely. And, after that first drive, it is tough for an offense to get going, especially from that part of the field. But now they get the ball, entirely different situation, a great return here, and maybe we'll see if the offense can get something going.
Yeah, I came into this game with the mindset that I think this will be a tight game either way. We'll see if Wilkes-Barre area is able to put it all together. They have been a little better the last couple of weeks with trying to get their best foot forward. I talked to Jake Howe in the last week or so after, again, he set the record. He said they were even looking for that consistency component here. And, again, they do have some talented players, have battled through some injuries. Underwood goes down that one game, and that really affected them. Out in the flat, he finds his guy and gets the completion. Kieselowski, number 12, is telling me today he needs 12 receptions to get to 100. So I'm hoping, for his sake that he reaches his goal. Now, it would take more than one game, I would think, Mark.
Absolutely. But, this is the last regular season game. So, he's going to – I know how he is. I've known Jordan for a few years now. He's going to want to get going. He's going to want to play tough and get those catches early so the offense can let the rest of the game ride out.
Second down and short here. Jake Howe in the gun. He'll look. He's going to throw the go route to Kellum, and it's a few yards beyond where we would have liked. So it'll be third down and short. Not a bad idea. Second and short. Hey, we think we could surely get this less than a yard.
And you have three running backs on this team that have all the talent in the world. You got, of course, Davon Underwood. You got Gene Ardo, and you got Bashard Smith. Any one of these guys you can get it to here, and they could pick up that tough 1 yard. At least I would trust them as their offensive coordinator. So we'll see what they do here on 3rd and 1 from close to midfield.
Wolfpack honoring Breast Cancer Awareness Month with the pink. And they give it to Underwood, and he's got to shake and bake to get to the outside. Good enough for a Wolfpack first down into Billytown territory. Look like, we got this guy. We got him.
Yep, and he is just so difficult for a defense to even keep track of. His speed, he gets to that second level so quick, just like that. And it showed there, picking up that third down when it looked like it was a blown-up play.
7:27 on the clock here in quarter number 1. The Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast here in the John Mendola Show Network. We are driven by McCarthy Tire. Appreciate you joining us tonight. As Jake Howell throws a dart over the middle to his big tight end, and he's bumbling down inside the 20-yard line.
And, man, that is just a great read by the quarterback, Jake Howe. Snap, he knew where his number one target was. That seam route across the middle of the field, so deadly, especially when you have a big target like Saraceno.
So Nick Saraceno's a big daddy, and he is a junior. Really a great target to get to. Sometimes him and Gino D'Alessandro I get mixed up on, but they're two quality players here for Wilkes-Barre area.
And that's something I'd like to see a little bit more around the goal line as well. Down here, 1st and goal, 2nd goal. Go to Saraceno, your big target, give him that one-on-one shot.
A little bit of contact there from the defensive back, but Jake Howe overthrew that one as well. So it'll bring up 2nd down here with less than 7 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. At this rate, Mark, with all these passes and incompletions, this might be a long first quarter.
Absolutely, and they're both offenses really were taking their time. Even on that first drive for Wilkes-Barre area where they were pinned back inside the 1, they did not seem panicked. They seemed very poised. They just took their time, ran their offense. We're going to see that probably a lot this game.
Ardo and Underwood in the backfield. They'll fake. Howe's going to throw it. He squares up. Too far shot. Yeah. And ouch. Into some of that rough stuff. Williamsport guy, good sportsmanship there by the QB/defensive back Williams. So Tevin Williams, the 6'3" sophomore, going both ways.
Now, if I'm Wilkes-Barre area here, you're 3rd and 10, 13-yard line. I'd like to see them get, over the middle, maybe like a running back coming out of the backfield type of look. I like the middle of the field here against Williamsport better than I like, outside the numbers on 3rd and 10 at this part of the field.
Well, Wilkes-Barre, see how they spread you out, try to get some one-on-ones, and Jake Howe has those kind of guys, and Jake Howe's got plenty of room in the middle, but he just got closed quickly. Had one linebacker. If he could find a seam, he couldn't. So this will either be a field goal or they're going to go for it here.
And as of this very moment, it looks like they are staying on the field. Doesn't look like Howe has any intention of coming off.
there have been times that we've seen Nino Cinti, the offensive coordinator, be on the field and up in the booth. And I saw him come up to the booth, but I believe he is on the field here, calling the plays. Well, that helps you.
Absolutely it does. You know, it creates a 4th and 6 now. You're way closer.
Yeah, it's not a half the distance because of where they were, but makes it a little bit more manageable. So here comes Ardo. He's going to come in for Underwood. So Underwood out of the backfield might not be the option. It might be Ardo to block. Now you got Kieslowski over on that right-hand side. Kieslowski has the single coverage, and then you got Creech over here on the far side.
Watch out for Gambitsky there in the slot.
Howe is going to scramble. He's going to be close to the first down, right at the sticks. What's it going to be, Daddy? I think he might have it.
It looked like he got it. That is a tough run by your quarterback. And he took a pretty big shot there at the end as well.
I think the big one is up. 1st and goal.
And that's the leader of your football team. You know, putting his body on the line, taking that shot, but it results in a Wolfpack first down and the drive continuing.
And there has been plenty of hits on Jake Howe over the years. He has been, as you said, one tough hombre, and a timeout coming. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back here on the Wilkes-Barre Area Student Broadcast.
Diner, East Main Street in Wilkes-Barre, across from the casino. Fans, it's hard to find a place with a home-cooked taste. Open 7 days a week and 24 hours on the weekends for good food and the convenience of being open when your belly is hungry. Visit Dee's Diner tonight.
All right, back at it here at Wolfpack Stadium. After the timeout, Wolfpack 1st and goal. John Medola, Mark McNulty with you tonight here. Our student broadcast. Howe under center. Reverse the action. This should be a stroller. And the speedster, Kevon Creech.
And that is a gutsy play call down around the goal line from Wilkes-Barre area. They came out in that I formation with Ardo as the fullback. And, you know, you think give it to your powerful runner, see if you can pick up those gritty yards. Instead, you give it to your fast, track star-like receiver in Kevon Creech.
You have enough of those guys here at Wilkes-Barre area that kind of fit the mold. Underwood and Creech, and now Otway Kellum after the injury, and Gambitsky and Kieslowski. Sanchez is just in there. 7-7, we are tied up. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. The kickoff after the Wolfpack are able to tie it up. Down the sideline, a perfect kick almost. Went out at the 2 or 3. So that will end up in a good situation here for Williamsport.
And that's the kind of punt you'd like to see. Maybe not the kickoffs, but if you get down a punt, man, you're feeling really good going into the drive.
Pittston area leads Wyoming area 8-0. One score. We got Berwick 2 touchdowns better than Tunkhannock. Berwick 9-0. They've been outstanding for Coach C.J. Curry, his grandfather, legendary George Curry. And Williamsport all the way out to the 35-yard line. That's a stinger. Let's see what the Wolfpack could do here defensively.
If I'm Wilkes-Barre area, I'm dialing up pressure here on these early downs. Try and get in the sophomore quarterback's head a little bit.
So Eddie Michaels, the defensive coordinator. Let's see if he blitzes, and the quarterback will keep it. The sophomore, he's got plenty of room. Exit stage right. He's got the first down and plenty inside Wolfpack territory.
And, man, what run vision there by the quarterback. You wouldn't expect it, but, man, he bounced around that pressure and came back around the right-hand side, resulting in a big gain.
You got to like this kid because he's a sophomore. He's 6'3", just kind of has that quarterback stature. And, as advertised, not too shabby here. He can throw, he can run. 3 receivers over to the left-hand side, a single back right by Williams.
It was just about the same formation they lined up with last play.
Ardo's coming. Can't get him. Oh, man, that is a blindside block. And it's going to be a penalty as the Wolfpack guy got lit up. And, of course, the Williamsport kid was excited. Caden Fluck. It was a heck of a hit, but you can't do those anymore. It looked almost legal, head around, all that, but you just can't do that. That'll go against Billytown here.
Yeah, no, and that kills your offense if you're Williamsport. They had the second play in a row resulting in a large gain out of their quarterback, but now it's coming back and it's going to result in a loss of yards. That is just a killer if you are Williamsport.
So it's 15 yards from the spot. So that'll back them up way back there. And obviously this guy will come out and will take a peek at him. I mean, we've all been there. If you played football, you got lit up once or twice. Actually, it's back at the 40. I thought they would have been back 15 yards from where the foul happened. It's not. It's from where the ball ended up. So could be just a high school rule, but I would have thought it was 15 yards from where the penalty was. I don't know if they got that right, but they probably did, and I'm wrong. Second down here for Williamsport.
I believe you, Mr. Mendola. Don't worry about it. I believe you.
That's all. Somebody does. I
got
one person.
You got somebody on your side.
5 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock in quarter number 1.
And I got to say, I like that first down play call there. The bubble screen didn't really work out for them, but that is a good play call in a long situation. Try and get some yardage back.
3 receivers over to the right, a little pump over there, and he breaks containment. This guy, you're going to have to get a spy on him. Maybe, Mark, you dial up a Trayvon Gambitsky to kind of eyeball him, because he's a kid who could match speed and intensity. And remember, this kid's 6'3", decent-sized kid.
Yeah, he's tough to bring down. Even if you get him in that one-on-one situation to tackle him, he's still tough, man. He can either get around you or he will run through you. This is a big kid at quarterback, and he is running very hard.
Some big matchups tonight. Riverside hosting Lackawanna Trail. This is the elusive, not white-tailed deer, but Williams. He just can't be stopped. Oh, look at that play.
Oh, my goodness.
And this guy's going to go yard. How about it? 51-yard touch me down.
Oh, my goodness. What a throw and catch.
I kind of saw the Williamsport Tolly. And who caught that? Because I missed the numbers. The big tight end, maybe?
I believe it was Kason Ulmer, the junior tight end.
So Ulmer kind of pushed off on the Wolfpack back a little bit. I don't think I would have called it. He was just trying to get position. It wasn't super obvious, but he did a good job with it. And went up, made the snare, and ran it in.
And those Wolfpack defenders down there, you got 3 guys down there. One of them's got to be able to at least knock that ball away. In this case, they were not.
The problem is going to be containing Williams tonight. Wolfpack cannot get to him. 14-7. Billytown in front. We'll be back. All right, we are down there. Let's call it the 11.5-yard line. Underwood. Looking, meandering. You better wrap this guy up, and they finally do, 3-4 guys. But Underwood usually gets spun out of that first one.
And he is just so slippery. Even there on that first contact up against much larger defenders, they were still struggling to bring him down.
So tackled over there by number 24. That was Austin Begley. So a nice job there by Begley on the coverage. 4:34 on the clock, 14-7. Millionaires.
Now if you're Wilkes-Barre area, you can't let, a big play like that shake you up. It's still only a one-score game. You're at home, and it's the first quarter. Try not to get shaken up. Run your offense. Play your game like you know how.
Hey, I'd run at this quarterback, Mark. Do you agree? I mean,
absolutely.
Hey, he's running around. Look at him. He looks a little gassed. I would be too if I'm him, but keep running at him. Here's Underwood in the flat. And good yardage made the QB/DB Williams come up to make the stop. Second down and short.
And to your point, though, with their quarterback out there playing DB, you should, try your best to line him up against a guy like Kevon Creech, who's a real speed demon. Just send him deep. Even if he doesn't get open, tire this quarterback out. He plays offense and defense. Use that to your advantage.
Agreed. Here we go. Wolfpack with 3 guys over on the right-hand side. Underwood flares out. Here's Howe's going to run. He's waiting for his lineman. Gets that beautiful block. So a nice job out there by number 66, is that?
And a little
bit boo-boo.
Extracurriculars
boo-boo,
there.
Boo-boo. You can't do that after a first down. So something positive turns into a negative. Altamir Terry had the great block, but then I think the Wolfpack had a boo-boo over there, and it's going to be a penalty. So it is a first down.
And it looked like as soon as both those guys got to the ground, they were scrapping with each other immediately. You got to wonder what, insinuated that, what started it. But now, to your point, that has the potential to bring back a potentially large play for this Wolfpack offense.
So it could be the second guy got caught, the first guy. Here comes our referee with what the heck is going on here. And it went both ways. So luckily there, it looked like maybe D'Alessandro would be a little bit more in the, or was that Saraceno?
Couldn't tell who it was.
I thought it was 6. I think I saw 6, so that is Saraceno. But, again, it's all good. I forgot who the Williamsport kid was, and not that I'm trying to point the finger, but they'll get it together here. It is 1st and 10 here, Wilkes-Barre area. 4:15 on the clock. They'll bring a guy in motion. How? They throw it out in the flat. They get it. Loss of yards.
And that was a quick catch for Kozlowski there, going after that, the 100-yard mark, or 100 reception mark, I should say.
All right, Wolfpack now second down here, 3:38 on the clock. Still in the first quarter.
You got trips to the left here for the Wolfpack. Be careful of Creech.
They got guys going long. They got good pass blocking, and how darts went over to the sideline. I think he's got it. No, he says it either got fumbled or his footsie was out. So a good look over there on that far right side, but no connection. And a long way for a first down.
And Howe, who, he's a dead-eye passer, man. He puts the ball where it needs to be. It was a good grab by the receiver, just couldn't keep those feet in bounds, setting up that 3rd and long.
It is 3rd down. The marker says 2nd. Well, we got a penalty against Billytown here.
Yeah, it looks like Wilkes-Barre area is moving up.
So 1st and 10 here. I don't know what that penalty was. I missed it. But that was a long one.
Yeah, it seemed to be, looks like a 15-yarder.
Yeah, did they hit Howe over by the sideline? Not real sure, but I didn't really see a whole lot there. 3 receivers over to the left. Wolfpack trail by a touchdown. Gembinski across the middle. Howe's going to scramble. He's got his guy, Gembinski, who made the place almost stayed in. But he's got the first down beyond the sticks.
And you could see now, even after that play, like both these teams are going at it. You know, there's a difference between a scrappy ball game and then, you know, you don't want to be getting into fights and creating, you know, these 15-yarders. That sets an offense back or a defense back.
Always been a history between Williamsport and back in the day was Coughlin. I played at Coughlin. We always had some great battles. Gary Brown, the late Gary Brown, who passed away, who played for Penn State and went to the NFL. We had some great games those couple years, 2 in 1 year. So you always see some talented Williamsport kids. 60 helping out, 75 on that tackle. Kamar Stroud. That good old 34, who we don't have a number for. Who's the next number right next to him, 33 or 35? Isaiah Rich, maybe? No, he's
Gavin
too small.
Sowers.
Got to be Gavin Sowers, 5'10", 180. Got to be him. 2:45 on the clock. Wilkes-Barre, 3 receivers over to the left. Jake Howe, the senior quarterback. He throws a beautiful ball in the flat. He's got his guy. Could he score? Yes. The ball came out, but crossing is a scorer.
And that was Kevon Creech there, the senior. And correct me if I'm wrong, but that is already his second touchdown of the night.
So Creech gets the job done. 1 on the ground, 1 through the air. 14-13, 2:31 here in quarter 1.
You know, that's about as good of a response from your offense as you could hope to see. Defense gave up the big play, you know, on that last possession by Williamsport. But Jake Howe and that offense comes right out on the field. And with that extra point, it is now a tie ball game at 14 with 2:30 left in the first quarter.
We'll take a timeout and be right back. We are back at it here. Far left side goes belly down, and they get up across the 35-yard line. So a decent return, Mark.
And that was another muffed kickoff there. You know, this one turned into, of course, a much larger game than Wilkes-Barre did to start the game out. But nonetheless, it is Williamsport ball at about, I'd say, the 35-yard line.
Dallas leads Lake Lehman 9-0 for that stinking old shoe out there in the back mountain. You got Berwick, 3 touchdowns better than Tunk. Lakeland, a touchdown better Mid-Valley. Lackawanna Trail, 14-0 over Riverside. And here comes Williams, the sophomore quarterback. 3 receivers over on the right-hand side. He'll roll. They're going to throw a backside screen. The guy sold it really well. This could be take me to the promised land. Billytown still going down that sideline, and a flag comes in late.
And Gambitsky's hurt. That was a really rough block on him there. They took him down real hard.
Big lineman came down. I think this will be a first down. What a sell job there by the receiver, number 19 in Williams. So this should be 1st and 10 Williamsport, and then a penalty. It was way downfield.
They might have honestly called the block on Creech, on Gambitsky, because it looks like this one's coming back.
Yeah, got it to the 40. I mean, it still counts, and they go 10 yards back after the hold. Williamsport is not slowing down their offense right now. It is fired up and producing.
But now, if you're Wilkes-Barre area now on defense, you got to stay disciplined. You know this quarterback can run, but you also know he can deliver some dimes down the field. You got to be mindful of both.
Williamsport, 3 receivers over to the right, bring a guy in motion. Williams didn't know what was going on, and the ball hit him right in the legs, and it went loose.
And it looks like they got it back. It'll be second down, but that is scary if you are Williamsport.
And it's not like it's super loud here, but just a little bit of a miscommunication. So 2nd and 13 here for the Millionaires. Appreciate you joining us tonight here on our Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast. Kids are working hard, doing a good job, getting ready for basketball season coming up late November, right after Thanksgiving, our first basketball game. That'll be a busy time of year. Some of us will want to shop, some of us will want to sleep, and others, let's play basketball. Deep ball. Oh, man, that was close.
Man, and what a throw. That hit him right in the hands.
Right near that sideline.
And he was pedaling to his non-dominant side, and he wound up throwing off his back leg. That is tough to do as a quarterback. You got to be careful. But, man, he hit him right in the hands there.
3rd down and long. So, Williams, you got to like his style, as that was intended for number 4. Trey Domschroeder, the junior, 6 foot, 175 pounds. Tomorrow, the girls' soccer team, the boys' soccer team, 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock right here at Wilkes-Barre area. Williams, they're coming after him. Can they contain him? They cannot. He's still the elusive white-tailed deer and finally corralled near the 50-yard line.
And that's a nice, solid tackle on the quarterback there, who is known to escape and known to escape that. Not this time. They drag him down.
Finally, Gino Ardo got there. He was faking Gino Ardo out earlier, but not this time. Ardo's like, I got him.
And Gene is a big, strong tackler. You got to be mindful of that. But this quarterback has shown no care in the world as to how good these tacklers are. He doesn't care.
If I'm Eddie Michaels, I'm throwing the kitchen sink at this kid. You can't give him time. You got to be able to get 2 guys on the outside to contain. Here's the running punt, and a nice job. This will take a good Williamsport bounce. No, it dropped dead. I thought it was going to go 5-7 yards forward.
I think it hit his leg. I think the leg of the Williamsport man stopped the ball.
So we have a quick timeout on the field. We'll take a quick audio break. Be back here in about 10 seconds. We're back at it here, almost the second quarter. Mark McNulty, hey, 14-14. We're at a slugfest. Here's a deep ball going down. Creech,
got
he got it. Oh! I was going to tell him in the hall today, squeeze the ball, Kayvon.
Oh, no. Man, that is just a simple concentration drop right in his hands, and he was gone if he caught that ball.
Next time I see him, I'm gonna throw something at him. a book, a ball, whatever. He's so good. Got to squeeze that ball, man. Look it into your hands.
You got to do whatever you can to come down with a pass like that, man. The quarterback hit him right in the hands, in stride.
That was gorgeous. With his speed, ain't nobody catching him. He's one of the fastest dudes around.
However, what that play showed is they're not afraid to take their shots on the early downs. They're going to continue to do that for the rest of the game.
2nd down. Here is Jake Howe, the quarterback. He's getting all overthrown.
Now, if you're the defense here, right, you know they have the speed demon increase. They're going to keep track of him. But watch out for Jonathan Kellum. He's a real playmaker on this offense, and they're going to want to go to him in a situation like this. Sure-handed, he'll catch the ball, he'll go down, get you that first. Watch out here for that. Only 12 seconds left, but we'll see if Wilkes-Barre area can put the ball in the end zone or through the uprights.
And again, we're in the first quarter. This thing's going to 10 o'clock tonight. Not that I wanted to. I got some other obligations with the Friday Night Football Blitz at 10, but it's the way it is. They're throwing every down, and it's an incompletion. And here is Underwood, right-hand side. Still going, but Williamsport does a good job there defending.
You got 3 seconds left now on the clock. if you're Wilkes-Barre area, yep, you're going to bring out the punter. I was going to say, you either bring out your punter or you take that shot on the Hail Mary from Narnia.
4th down here. What are you going to do? You got 3 seconds, like you said. You got to kick, so you ain't getting away with that, and then we'll switch fields. This is Ardo. Remember last time? Blocked. This time, beautiful kick by Ardo, right at the 50. And he's got plenty of wiggle room. Billytown now inside the 30-yard line.
Look at the special teams work.
You're right, Mark. You hit the nail on the head. They have been outstanding. 14 apiece, flag on the field. So we'll kind of hold sway here to see. It looks like it's against the Wolfpack. So we'll get ready for quarter number 2 as they sort this out. We'll be back here on the Wilkes-Barre Area Student Broadcast.
Dr. Todd Pacheski, located at 1500 Wyoming Avenue in 44, is conveniently located for you and your family. Teeth cleaning, general and restorative, plus cosmetic dentistry, including dental implants, Invisalign, and more. Call 570-287-2500 or visit Dr. Todd online. It's drtoddsmileon.com. For Dr. Todd Pacheski.
We are back here with you live on Jump me.
I'm all excited here. My apologies.
We are back here live on the John Mendola Show with 12 minutes left in the second quarter as you have Williamsport making their way down the field just inside the red zone.
I think they switched that penalty to Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, the penalty was called on Williamsport at first, but now it goes to Wilkes-Barre, and a nice tackle there by Gambitsky.
He lit him up.
Oh, man, he dropped him.
Gambitsky got jacked up earlier, but Giovanni White, 6'1", 185 pounds, just got lit up there as he took out his pins. I totally see Gambitsky being a defensive player at the next level. I'm not sure what he's thinking right now, but he can play.
Man, and he is just such a good two-way player, like I was saying earlier. He has that receiving ability, we know that, but his defensive ability sometimes goes a little bit under the radar, I feel like. As Williamsport going to line up 2 backs in the backfield, and it's going to be a handoff. Ball's out, and it looks like Wilkes-Barre area got it, and it is recovered by Wilkes-Barre area. What a huge turnover here down inside the red zone.
Ethan Hooper caused that. He is all excited right near the 50. Excellent play by Hooper. He caused the fumble.
Man, he is just wreaking havoc, down near that line of scrimmage. He is making sure they know that he is on the field.
So Williamsport looked like, okay, we're going to score again. We score every time we touch the ball. Nuh-uh.
Now Wilkes-Barre area gets the ball back. Tie game, still lots and lots of time left here in the second quarter. If you're Wilkes-Barre area, take your time here. But if you can go down the field and get a lead for the first time in this game, you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
Mark, I got to sneak in a couple scores. Pittston area, 15-13 over Wyoming area. North Pocono leads by a field goal over Scranton Prep.
And then here's Howe with a handoff to Underwood out of the I form. Underwood fighting for his life, but he is dumped.
75 in there. Heck of a hit. And that is Cordoza Minor, not Minor Cordoza. Seems like it'd be the other way around, but hey, what do I know? 6'5", 245. That's a big daddy.
Yeah, that is a big dude, especially now, down near that line of scrimmage. Now, you got the ball inside the 5 if you're Wilkes-Barre area. You got to expect some pressure out of this defense. They're going to bring pressure. They've been able to bring it all day. Just be very, very careful if you're Wilkes-Barre area. As they line up in the I form, is another handoff. Underwood gets some tough yards out of it, maybe about 4 or 5 yards. Gain of 6.
34 in there, helping with the tackle, the guy who's unknown right now. Oh, you know what? I found him. He's down here.
Yeah, there
Anthony Manley. He's at the bottom. Sometimes he's 52, sometimes he's 34. 6'2", 250 pounds. Another big dude.
Man. Now you got 3rd and 14 here. They're going to stick with the I formation, hitting at running the ball. Howe trying to get some communication from his coach. And it is a handoff to Underwood. Underwood with a nice little run here, but it's not going to be close to the first down. And that's going to set up a 4th and long and likely a punt situation from Wilkes-Barre area. Now, if you're Wilkes-Barre area, that drive did stall out. However, you got the turnover. The defense now has a little bit of fire underneath them after not really being able to stop much all game so far. We'll see if they can turn this into some momentum on defense as the punt from Ardo is away. And it bounces at midfield. He thought about fielding it. He does not. They will get the ball at about the 48-yard line. We are back here, and Williamsport has the ball just about midfield. 2 backs in the backfield. And he fakes oh, what a play. Nice fake there. And the quarterback, Williams, is going to take it for about a gain of about 12 on the play. And then, all game so far, they have not been able to contain the quarterback on the ground.
No. Gambitsky came up, made the hard play, but you have 11 and number 12 right back there. So the other guy, you got Williams and Giovanni White kind of right by each other.
Here they come here now. 1st and 10 from the 36 of the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack. Man in motion is Lucas Naughton, and we have a flag on the play. Looked like a false start. This one's coming back, and it will be a loss of 5 yards here for the Millionaires.
Over on that far right-hand side, those receivers got a little bit of a head start.
Seems like the referees' throwing hands have gotten a little bit of a workout tonight with the flags.
Yes.
You got, a lot of unnecessary roughness so far, a lot of offsides, just a little stuff. But, man, they're probably getting a nice little pump in their wrists right now.
We made it to the second quarter. Like, it's surprising,
Yeah. Here we go. Here is Williams. He delivers over the middle, has a man wide open, and he dropped it. Man, that would have been a very impressive catch. That was Kason Ulmer, the junior.
He could have had a piece of cake in the backfield. Like, hey, this cake's pretty good. I mean, he had all kind of time. The tight end over the middle was wide open. Like, the safeties were deep. The linebackers were short. This dude was like at about 18 yards. Nobody near him.
And he stood in the pocket and really delivered a bullet over the field. You could put some more touch on that because he's just so wide open. He'll come down with it. And now here's Williams again under some pressure, rolling right. He delivers, and it is to no one.
That is good discipline. I mean, I wanted to hit that quarterback myself. He's running over. You see Saraceno like, I'm going to get him. He laid off him right near that sideline because that could have been a 15-yarder.
Yeah, we've seen they've called that a couple times tonight already. They called it on the hit on Jake Howe earlier. You got to think Wilkes-Barre area. Knowing them, they're going to want to avenge their quarterback. Be a little bit careful. As they're going to come out here now for 3rd and 15 from the 41-yard line. They got trips to the right-hand side. And Williams takes the snap. He's running it himself. He pitches it backwards. And Ardo makes a very nice wraparound tackle, and Wolfpack swarms him. I see Gambitsky down there. I see Saraceno down there. But at the end of the day, it is a lot of Wolfpack players resulting in a great tackle.
Maybe one of the most physical plays of the night for Wilkes-Barre now. 23 Hooper caused that fumble. Gambitsky came up, made some sticks, but you had 3-4 guys there, and they did blow the whistle before the ball did come loose.
And it looks like, Wilkes-Barre's defense, like I said earlier, it seems like they have a little bit of a fire underneath them now after that turnover. Didn't result in points, but it's a big morale lifter.
Well, Ungard will come in, Mark, for your punting duties here for Billytown.
Now, Wilkes-Barre has a chance to get the ball here.
Oh,
a bad snap. More special teams action. He can't pick it up. He picks it up. He's trying to run. He's going to punt it anyway.
Oh, what a play.
Wow, what a play. And it takes a nice little roll here as well. And it's going to bounce and bounce and bounce all the way back to about the 15-yard line. He salvaged that play. More special teams action.
That is a 60-yard difference. I mean, unbelievable. Maybe 50. It's unbelievable that what he did. The ball is back, bouncing around beyond the 30, and he's running around, corrals the ball, finds enough room to punt it. So, again, you say special teams have been great. That's a athletic play where it could have been a disaster, but the soccer kid, I guess, does it.
Now, Wilkes-Barre area is going to take the field at a shockingly bad part of the field after that. Again. All night, it's been special teams mishaps for Wilkes-Barre area, or it's just been really good special teams out of Williamsport. I don't really know what to call it. And here's the handoff is Underwood. And he may have gotten back to the line there. If that, not much there for him. Going to set up 2nd down for Wilkes-Barre area.
How good is Berwick? Didn't they put 63 on Williamsport?
Wait,
I got to look it up. I think they did.
Man, Berwick's been dominant this year. They run that ball. They run the ball, and they are tough about it. And they're going to line up here in the shotgun. You got doubles to his right. Howe delivers quick. It's caught. That's Creech. He has a 1st down, it looked like.
Tackle over there by Dam Chowder.
That's Kevon Creech, and he's had a big impact on this game so far. He has a touchdown on the ground. He has a touchdown through the air. And he had that concentration drop earlier, but we'll see how he can rebound from that.
Yeah, Williamsport went down to Berwick 63-19. So I hit the number. Now, again, it's, hard to see what the heck is going to happen tonight because you had a Hollidaysburg team that laid some on.
Howe taking a shot deep, and it's just overthrown out of Creech's reach. And that's going to set up 2nd down. But, man, I like the aggressiveness. They've been taking these deep shots. They are not afraid.
Gambitsky in, Creech out, and you got the rhyme going over there with Creech's reach. And, yeah, not too often you're going to get that rhyming with the name like Creech, right?
I am full of alliteration tonight. It's crazy.
Hey, we're under 6 minutes. We're looking still at about like 10:02. Maybe we'll finish tonight.
This has been a very slow and tough game. Here's Howe, going to drop back. He's under some pressure, and he is going to get dropped.
Oh, man.
Just about every defensive lineman got to him there.
I just don't like it with all those big bodies or holding on to him and his legs and all. But they got some 250s, 275s, some big kids, and somebody's jacked up here for Wilkes-Barre. Look at a Williamsport coach over there trying to, again, you like to see that sportsmanship.
Yeah, he came on the field immediately, started waving over some athletic trainers.
hopefully he's okay. Take a quick timeout, Mark. We'll be right back.
We are back here. We are back here live on the John Mendola Show, and it looked like it was an incompletion there, and setting up 4th down and 16 for Wilkes-Barre area, which is another punt. Ardo's been very active tonight, just not offensively. He's been active on special teams.
That inconsistency component has been difficult all season for Wilkes-Barre, and I just happen to catch them on the days that, sometimes they look really good and other times it's, tough. But Williamsport's playing good tonight.
This is a nice punt from Ardo and a nice wrap-up tackle there.
Game's kind of playing out the way I thought, evenly matched, kind of you're not sure which way it could go. Could be a little bit of a momentum thing with one team or the other. But the biggest thing, I think, Mark, is containing number 11. If you could do that, you have a shot.
Absolutely. And Wilkes-Barre area so far defensively tonight, they have struggled to contain that quarterback. They did have the sack on them not too long ago. It was either the drive previous to this one or the one before that. But, other than that, he has had his way with this defense. Here he is. Pump fake. Rolling up top. Has a man wide open. He's got it, and he is gone. Touchdown, Millionaires. That was Giovanni White, the 6'1" senior. And, man, the jump pass out of the quarterback, Williams.
45 yards. Take it the distance. I mean, he had all kind of time. He had a big out and up on this left side. He's waiting. No, this guy's open on the right.
And, man, if you're Wilkes-Barre area now, this defense is, they're usually very, very good, very, very stout. Tonight, they are getting gashed so far here in the first half. As they are on to kick their extra point. It is up, and it is good. That was number 3, Braden Ungard, 21-14 in favor of Williamsport. We'll be right back. We are off here, and it's a little squib kick, and they have trouble fielding it. That's Creech. He picks it up. Now he has a lot of work to do here. In some trouble. Back inside the 5, trying to break out, and that is a rough tackle. There's flags down. Creech is hurt. He's very slow to get up. That looked like a rough sequence of events there for Wilkes-Barre area.
I hope his leg didn't get caught in the turf. Lucas Naughton with the big tackle. I hope Creech is all right, but he went around his neck, and he's going to bounce up here, but that one stung.
Yep, looked like definitely just a tough tackle there. by Williamsport. 5:07 left here in the second quarter. Wilkes-Barre area going to get the ball. We'll see, depending on the spot of the penalty. Looks like they'll have the ball at about the 10-yard line.
Wilkes-Barre area could have a touchdown or two tonight in addition to what they have had. But, inches away in a game like this, not going to cut it. You've got to get the job done. Long bus ride home, though, Mark, for Williamsport. Most likely they're not taking 118, which is the shorter way to get to Williamsport. Probably going to take 81 to 80 to, 180. But you don't win. That's a long, quiet ride home.
Here's Howe going to come out in the shotgun on first down. He's rolling to his right. Has a bit of a lane. Takes it. Looks like a gain of about 5 yards. Yep, 15, gain of 5. Going to set up 2nd down and 5. And you love that threat from Jake Howe. On the ground, maybe not as much of a running threat as Williamsport's guy, Tevin Williams, but, he makes himself known. He could take off. He'll get the first down. He'll get those tough yards.
Got a timeout here.
It looks like a timeout. Looks like an injury timeout, as a matter of fact, for Wilkes-Barre area. 21-14 with 5:02 left in the second quarter, but they look like they're going to get him off the field here quickly. Couldn't quite see who the injured player was there. It was number 1. That was Davon Underwood down on the play. We hope that he's all right. They're going to come out here in the shotgun with Ardo in the backfield. Yeah, trips to the left. Howe drops back, scanning the field, under some pressure. He's feeling it. Howe escapes. He throws on the run, has a man. That's Saraceno, and what a catch.
Williamsport kid saying he bobbled it.
There was definitely a bobble, but it looked to me like Saraceno got control of it before he went out of bounds.
So I'm thinking here, this unguard kid, I think his brother was the soccer guy. Maybe he's just the football guy. I could be confusing, but I thought he had an older brother that kicked. This guy's playing safety, so I don't think he's a soccer kid playing safety. He's running around. He's a pretty good player, unguard. He said, hey, he bobbled it, but no, he was able to secure it.
Here's Howe again, also under pressure. He throws on the run, has a man. It's caught. And a nice gain here. That was Watson.
Great job by the left tackle there for Wilkes-Barre area of making a block that was able to help out. That might have been Altamir Terry again. Got Quincy Jordan up front as well. Get to some of the other guys up front for Wilkes-Barre area as the night moves along.
And it's funny. I was just saying how Jake Howe, he has the ability on the ground, but just not quite as much as Williams maybe. He has proven me wrong literally this entire drive. He has escaped pressure. He has delivered under pressure. Here he is again, rolling right on the run, throws it. Nice grab. That was Watson again.
That's a scary lollipop throw. Like, it just floated over the first guy, went to the second guy, but it's like, that could be a pickoff. But Jake Howe savvy enough to get the job done there.
But that's where having a senior quarterback like this helps you. Jake Howe has that experience under his belt. He knows it's going to be open. He knows how to make that throw. He doesn't have to panic, as much as maybe like a younger quarterback if you had like a freshman or a sophomore in that spot. Looks like Howe just trying to get some communication with his coach. And they're going to come out here with trips to the left-hand side. You're getting the shotgun, Ardo in the backfield. Howe, pump fake, has a man jumping. Howe stepping up, under pressure, and he is dropped at about the 39-yard line. And Howe looks a little bit shaken up here. He's hobbling a little bit.
Yeah, that's a lot of beef up front for Williamsport. They got guys that are big size. They're moving around up front, and Howe now gimping a bit, and he's got to figure out if he can keep going or not.
It looks like he wants to stay in the game. He wants to keep going, and it looks like he will. You like to see the fight out of your quarterback. And here is the handoff inside. That's Gene Ardo.
The big kid just jumped right on his back, Ardo. I don't know if he had a chance. The guy's coming in like it's short.
Howe just gave his coach the thumbs up, but Howe just went down. Oh, no, and that does not look good.
34 made the tackle. That was Anthony Manley. We have a timeout. Let's hope Jake Howe's okay. We'll be right back.
Some good news for Wilkes-Barre area as Jake Howe was able to walk off under his own power. Here's Ardo on 4th and 1, and he is dumped. Williamsport stops him at the line of scrimmage, and it gives them the ball back, and Ardo is frustrated. And, man, you know, the line of scrimmage tonight, it looks like Williamsport has just dominated on both sides of the ball.
More physical. They've been more physical. They got some tough kids up front.
Absolutely, they do, and they've made Wilkes-Barre area pay. You know, you got Jake Howe injured now. You got Davon Underwood who went down. You know, that is tough.
Ardo came up.
Ardo.
He came up, you know, like, ouch.
Some good news here. I do see Underwood on the field here, so he's okay. He's on defense right now. He's at the left side of the play.
And Howe jogging on the sideline, so he got maybe his ankle taped there, the right foot. 240. Can they go up 2 scores?
Here's Williams. He delivers outside.
Damn Schroeder again.
And it looked like he was close to that first down marker. I couldn't quite tell.
They're moving him.
Yep, they're moving the chains. That is a first down. And now, you know, if you're Williamsport and you could punch a score in here, even a field goal and go up 2 possessions, you know, that is tough in a game that's been what seems to be a shootout. And, you know, it looks like whoever's going to have the ball last might win this game. As here's Williams. He throws to the left-hand side. It's caught. Comes back for it.
How about that fake?
Nice gain. That was Trey Damschroeder.
That damn Schroeder kid is darn good, isn't he?
Man, yes, he is.
You spell his name Damschroeder. Damn Schroeder has been very good.
We do not endorse the use of profanity on this broadcast.
Did you see him over on the right-hand side pumping his chest? He's
he's
all fired up. Give me another one.
He is feeling it, absolutely. As Williams going to line up here with a bunch to the left-hand side. You got empty backfield look here. And the snap was low. He pump fakes under some pressure. And he escaped. He couldn't bring him down. He throws on the run, has a man. He is out of bounds. That is incomplete. But what a play there by Tevin Williams again.
Like a mash unit right now. Every play somebody's down. One of the Wolfpack is hurt. One of the Williamsport kids like, dude, stay down if you're hurt. That was nice of that kid. You know, 65 who had that big block earlier. And he kind of advised, goes, man, hey, bud, if you're hurt, take a knee.
Yeah, and that looks to be Altamir Terry down here for Wilkes-Barre area.
So Jackson Thompson, that guy who was the guy who made the hit earlier, and now he kind of does, you know, something good. 2:20 on that clock here.
Yeah, now if you're Wilkes-Barre area, you know, you got to lock it on defense a little bit. If you allow some points here going into halftime, then that doesn't look too good for you. You know, being down 2 possessions up against an offense that has proven they have the ability to take the ball down the field.
We got a rock'em sock'em robot game here at Wilkes-Barre area, the Wolfpack Stadium tonight. I'm Cha Mendola. Mark McNulty is with us. He is a senior here at the school. Getting old?
Man, I'm old. I was just thinking that. I am pretty old.
How about a rock'em sock'em over across the river? Pittston area 22, Wyoming area 19. Warriors not going away.
No, and
Pittston scores, Warriors score.
they are just two tough teams, man. I got Wyoming area in that one though. I think they come back.
That's a tough one. Let's see what happens. We're wondering what's going to happen here. Williamsport looks unstoppable.
As they come out here, 2nd and 10, 2:20 left. Here's Williams dropping back, pump fake, rolling to his right. Now back. Can he escape that? What a throw.
Oh, baby.
It's going to be a pick. Intercepted by Wilkes-Barre area. There's a flag down. That was Kaimoni Hubbard-Jones, the junior, and what a turn of events.
Williams just trying to make a play. He had a guy who sifted out to the right side, didn't see him. He got turned around. But you have to put pressure on this guy. He is making plays, but the Wolfpack come up with a huge turnover.
And Tevin Williams, he has that ability to escape, but there it cost him. Just throw the ball away.
So the face mask will give Wilkes-Barre the ball in Billytown territory.
Getting text from my parents criticizing my pick a little bit of Wyoming area over Pittston area.
I'll tell you.
My mom just said she's so proud of me. My dad does not feel the same way as a Pittston area graduate.
Wait till your grandma starts, getting a hold of you. My mom. Two of our biggest watchers tonight. My mom's 90. How old's Grammy?
Grandma is 65.
65.
I think.
Shout out to Grammy tonight. Hopefully my mom's okay. Sometimes, she knows how to get the game. Sometimes it doesn't work out in her favor. So hope she's watching tonight and enjoying. It's a good game.
Now here comes Howe in the 2-minute drill. He's going to take a shot deep. And incomplete. It was just over the head of Kellum.
Thought he should have kept running there. He ended up trying to go airborne. I thought he just needed to run a little bit more.
But now you got 2:04 left here in the second quarter.
He was trying to jockey there for a little hands from Williamsport, and there was a little bit of contact down there. But four's tough for them. We know that. That damn Schroeder
absolutely
could play.
And I'm getting a correction here from my mom. My grandma is 67.
67, right? We're getting instant information.
Wow. And I have information coming in all the time here. I learn a lot of things. As Howe comes out in the shotgun again, throws quick. And that's Creech with a nice grab. And, yep, that is complete along the right side.
How do you catch that one, Kayvon? That was unbelievable hands on that one and that other one. So I'm definitely going to talk to him in the hallways next week.
You're going to make sure he knows that he's got to catch the football.
That was a gorgeous catch. I mean, you catch everyone like that. You could catch that. You could catch anything.
It's good to see, though, for Wilkes-Barre, you got Howe back in the game. You got Underwood back in the game. You just got to be careful, especially Howe on that running ability. We know he has it, but got to be careful. Like in this situation, he throws on the run, has a man, and it's caught. That's Underwood on the right sideline at about the 32-yard line.
Now, you got to feel that route out. Like over on the right, Creech kind of went. The quarterback guy, Williams, respected his speed, started bailing, but it was 3rd and 5. You got to think they're going for the sticks. Well, Creech kept going. And then they got Underwood underneath. But, just get to the sticks and turn around. You may have to alter your route sometimes.
Howe's going to throw quick again. It's caught for a gain of about 3 or 4 there.
Kozlowski
on his quest for 100 catches.
Yeah, it's his second. He had 12 to go, so he's down to 10 now. In his career, I believe, is what he was talking about.
Yes, yeah. That'd be a big milestone for him if he could hit that. Howe going to come up to the line, takes the snap, throws quick. What a one-handed catch! My goodness. Jordan Kozlowski again.
Gorgeous catch by Kozlowski, no doubt about it. I mean, that's all talent, one-hander, shaking his head like, give me the ball all day, I'll take it. When you have these kind of weapons, Jake Howe gimping over to, get the play call in and saying what he sees maybe here.
And, man, Jordan Kozlowski showing off his Odell Beckham Jr. impression maybe a little bit, getting close. Maybe not quite as, impressive as that one, but that was a very good catch.
There's been 2 great catches on this drive from both him and Creech.
And that's what they need, Wilkes-Barre area. Oh, play is blown dead here quick.
Millionaires are bringing the heat right now. They're bringing everybody to try to put the pressure on and false start. And still 51 seconds on the clock here in the first half. We are playing into the night. I mean, this is a long night for us. But, again, people are getting their money's worth.
Yeah. And listen, you know, if you're the defensive coordinator for the Millionaires, right, you know that the quarterback's shaken up a little bit. He's a little bit banged up. You know, I would be bringing the heat too, as they will again here as Howe takes a snap. He steps up, he escapes, has a lane to run, slides down at about the 19-yard line. And there is a timeout on the field. And we will be right back. We'll take a timeout as well. We got one-on-one coverage there to the left-hand side. Howe drops back under pressure again. He just can't get away from it. They grab him by the pads. He throws it. It's incomplete. Tugged him down by the jersey.
He did exactly what Williams did. Totally don't do that.
Yeah.
Lucky. He's lucky.
He's got to be careful, you know. At that point, you know, like at this point, you know, it worked out. But more times than not, that may not work out. You got to just take your lumps, take the sack.
And we're down a score. You know, we're down a touchdown here to the Millionaires. Got to find a way to finish here on third down.
You got trips to the left-hand side. In the shotgun is Howe. Underwood in the backfield. Howe delivers over the middle, and incomplete. A great defensive play there by Tevin Williams, the quarterback. A big-time breakup.
11 on 11 there. Creech on Williams.
And Creech is gimping right now a little bit. You got 4th and 8 here. Looks like they're thinking about going for this.
Yeah, I think it might be a little far for a field goal attempt out of Sanchez. 23 seconds.
Timeout here on the field, and we'll take another timeout. 23 seconds left here in the first half. We were coming back, but now we have another timeout, this one on Williamsport. So another change of plans. We'll be right back again. We are back now. Hopefully no more timeouts. We had 2 in a row there. As Howe going to go for on 4th and 8. Feeling some heat. Steps up, gets away, throws, incomplete. They will not get the first down there on 4th and 8. 17 seconds left here in the half now. Now, if you're Williamsport, do you try and put something together?
Why not? I mean, you got the quarterback and you got some dynamic receivers, but I don't know. That's a tough one for Howe. Could he have run to the first down? There was some traffic there. He's got the ankle that's a little ginger, and he tried to throw that on-the-move pass with all those weapons. This thing's going the distance the way it is, but they come up short.
Now, it looks like Wilkes-Barre area knows that they want to go deep. They have Howe out there on defense, up deep as a deep safety. Just want to point that out real quick. They're playing prevent here, though, but it is a handoff. No, it's not. He faked me out even.
Backside screen.
Backside screen. Nice gain here. Out to the 34, 35-yard line. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6. Do they have a timeout? I don't think so.
Jake Cow did that tackle there. It didn't feel great to do it, but he came up hard.
And that will be the end of the first half. 21-14 in favor of the Williamsport Millionaires. We'll be back at the start of the second half.
Melissa Walter, located at 1934 Memorial Highway in Shavertown. Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. We do commercial, residential, roadside improvements, landscape maintenance, hydro seeding, and irrigation. Our goal is to provide results that exceed our clients' expectations. Located on Reese Street in Plains, give us a call, 570-824-TREE. That's 824-8733 for Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. No job too big or too small. We'd like to thank our local State Farm insurance agents. Frank Sirokach, located at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sirokach. Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante, located in the ShopRite Plaza, Route 502 in Covington Township. 570-842-2070. You can visit them online. It is mendocinospizza.com. Like us on Facebook and Instagram, serving the North Pocono community for over 37 years. 570-842-2070, Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante. We thank our friends at Chancellor Financial Trusted Advisors. Services include asset management, retirement planning, education planning, estate planning, and tax planning. Give Bob Dwyer and his team a call for a free consultation, 570-822-4475. Chancellor Financial, located on Public Square in Wilkes-Barre. Orthodontics Unlimited has 5 convenient locations throughout Northeast Pennsylvania to serve you. Kingston, Clark Summit, Carbondale, Honesdale, and Dinkman's Ferry. Dr. Mariotti, Dr. Abod, and Dr. Serio encourage you to schedule a free consultation. Choose braces or aligners and enjoy unlimited confidence, unlimited smiling, and unlimited happiness. You can visit them online at orthounlimited.org. Choose Invisalign or braces and smile without limits. Schedule your free consultation at Orthodontics Unlimited with 5 locations throughout northeastern Pennsylvania. Personal injury lawyers, Comets Law. Comets Law Firm is a full-service law firm serving clients throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, with particular emphasis on the greater Wilkes-Barre and Scranton area. But they also service Allentown, Philadelphia, State College, Pottsville, and Harrisburg. Personal injury, motor vehicle accidents, medical malpractice, family law. Call Personal Injury Lawyers, Comets Law, 570-829-1111. CometsLaw.com for Jonathan Comets and his team of lawyers.
At Cryotherapy Restore and Rejuvenate, we proudly combine state-of-the-art technology with personalized care to help you feel and perform at your best. Open 7 days a week, 16 Church Street in Dallas. Geared towards student-athletes from high school and college to help their bodies recover by offering cutting-edge solutions. Student-athlete packages are available for a 3-month unlimited amount of visits. Contact 570-228-2796. Email Amory at cryotherapysessions.com. Cryotherapy, 16 Church Street, Dallas, 570-228-2796. Visit Ravello's Pizza in the pizza capital of the world, Old Forge, Pennsylvania. Call 570-457-9843. Voted #1 pizza in downtown Old Forge. Open 7 days a week. Ravello's Pizza, Old Forge. Independent Graphics is a premier one-stop custom print shop that provides quality work with unmatched turnaround times. From variable mailings and postcards to brochures and catalogs. Check them out online. It's independentgraphics.com. Call 570-654-4040 for Lou Champy and his team at Independent Graphics.
All righty, here we go. We are back at Wolfpack Stadium about 9:30. It's 8:40 at night. We're just starting the second half as this guy, Damn Schroeder, is darn good. And he's on that left-hand side, and a flag comes out. Looks like the area may be holding on Williamsport, but boy, he's got some talent, this kid.
Absolutely. And the first half, he wreaked some havoc, man. He really, made his rounds around the field, offensively and defensively and on special teams. So at all three phases of the game, he's making his impact known.
Williamsport has some ball players. Gut feeling right now, I think the Wolfpack are up against it. They're going to have an exceptional second half to beat this Williamsport team. And again, they're close. They're down a touchdown, but it's not even. They are down, and, Williamsport gets the ball.
Absolutely. And if you're Wilkes-Barre area, I'd love to see a couple of more, three-man rushes out of them. Maybe not the pressure aspect of it, but then you have an extra linebacker on the field who you could drop into a spy to keep an eye on that quarterback.
Yeah, they got to do something. Let's see what happens here. As Gimbitsky's 12 yards off the ball right now playing safety. Ardo showing maybe a blitzy, and they give it to the running back. Right-hand side, he bounces. And the bounce works, and Gimbitsky's chasing him.
And then that's that's what Wilkes-Barre area needs to stop. If they have him in their grasp in the backfield, you got to be able to bring him down.
Giovanni White, 6'1", $185, a senior, gets that first down near the midfield stripe, a yard short. So 51 more yards here for Williamsport to try to bang one in again, leading by 7.
And, Wilkes-Barre area, they matched the offense that time. The offense came out with, the three backs in the backfield. Wilkes-Barre area matched it pretty well. They were out in the 3-4 concept with 5 men rushing. Just wasn't enough to stop them.
So they're going to keep it. The quarterback, Williams, he's going to go left-hand side. We're going to get a holding penalty back there, and Williams pays the price there across the 50-yard line, but this thing's coming back.
And we have an injured member of the Wolfpack. That's Gimbitsky down at midfield. And he hasn't moved.
Now, it has been a night of injuries here for Wilkes-Barre area. Just can't stay healthy. We'll take a timeout. John Mendola, Mark McNulty will be back on our Wilkes-Barre area student broadcast.
Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. We do commercial, residential, roadside improvements, landscape maintenance, hydro seeding, and irrigation. Our goal is to provide results that exceed our clients' expectations. Located on Reese Street in Plains, give us a call, 570-824-TREE. That's 824-8733 for Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. No job too big or too small. We'd like to thank our local State Farm insurance agents. Frank Sirocach, located at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sirocach. Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante, located in the ShopRite Plaza, Route 502 in Covington Town.
All right, back at it here, Wilkes-Barre area. Fake the action, Williams. He gets around one guy, and he's going to go out of bounds. So, nice job there by Williams. 3 guys chasing him on that one.
Man, it seems like all night, they've had him in uncomfortable situations. They've been chasing him around. He just knows how to get out of it, and it's really impressive.
Yeah. And Jake Cow's kind of done a similar job for Wilkes-Barre. He's been a little bit elusive, but both guys got hit at times, and Jake Howe took the hit. That was a little bit more of a stinger where his ankle got jacked up. Now, he did come back and play late in that first half here. But we'll see how he does and get ready for the second half.
Offensively and defensively, we saw Jake Howe.
That's right. Here's Williams looking to throw. He's got time. They're coming. He gets rid of it. He's got a guy.
Incomplete.
The referee had the eagle eye right there. Big number 13. Did a good job of trying to catch the ball. Just could drag that little footsie.
And this kid, man, he has made a lot of throws tonight. Off his back foot, going to the left-hand side. It doesn't matter. Like, even running around, man, he is really putting the ball where only his receivers can get it.
We are at the start of the third quarter here. It has been a throwing affair with a lot of clock stoppage. So we expect to play past 10 o'clock tonight with these two squads. John Mendola, Mark McNulty, our student broadcast crew tonight. Oh.
What a grab.
Good delivery.
That was not in the senior.
And that looked like number 16 there defensively.
That would be
Omer Otway Callum?
Yep.
Or is that 18? 18? The girls
18.
are correcting me. They know what they're talking about there.
Wow.
Kamani Hubbard-Jones. And they're going for it here, Williamsport. On 4th down, you draw them off sides, you get a little closer, right?
Yeah, 4th and 7 here. They're going with tempo. They are going to go.
Wow.
This is some gutsy play calling, but they know their quarterback can run. And did he get there?
I don't think so.
It didn't look like it. And it is a turnover on downs.
Yeah, he stepped out early. Wolfpack do just enough there. That's a big chancey by Williamsport to go for it there.
Absolutely. And now, Wilkes-Barre area gets the ball back. Start of the second half. Some more rest. These injured guys get to, they got to relax and, try and fix themselves up here. And we'll see if that rest did them any good.
A lot of tape.
Lots of tape. A lot of tape.
North Pocono Scranton Prep, 17-14 North Pocono. A Rock'em Sock'em Robot. Wyoming area, 26-22 over Pittston area.
I told yous.
Third quarter, we knew that thing would be a barn burner. Abingtonites all over Hazleton. You got Lake Lehman going on the other side of the scoreboard to Dallas, 23-6 Dallas. Jimmy the bouncer on the right-hand side. So Underwood got rid of the pink. He's throwing us off on the right side. I thought he had like some kind of pink tape or something on his legs where he was a little bit more identifiable.
I think he still has it around his neck, I see.
Yeah. Hey, they're going to – the clock's running. They ran the ball, Mark.
Look at this. Maybe some time coming off the clock. Here he is again. Man, 2 runs in a row after this game. That's impressive.
Shifty Underwood gets some yardage, as the Wilkes-Barre guys said at halftime. We're going to run the football. We're going to run it.
Ground and pound.
You think they said that?
Probably.
I don't know about that. I foresee a lot of passes here, but I'd like to see, Underwood's such a weapon. Get him the ball in some ways. He's got many abilities to bounce.
And we saw them, we saw Williamsport at the end of that half go into like that backside screen concept. I would love to see that with a guy like Underwood, who gets blown up here, but
the quarterback comes up. Williams, he's a stud. I like this Williams kid.
He plays so fast. It's impressive to watch. But what I was saying was, I saw that backside screen concept by Williamsport. I'd love to see a guy like Underwood get on that because he's just so shifty. He's so fast. I'd love to see him try and maybe make a couple guys miss, take it for a big gain.
Underwood comes out. They bring in the blocking Ardo potentially here on a 3rd down and long. They got receivers all over the place who can make plays. Now did Gimbitsky get cured there? Is he in the slot?
Yep, that is him in the slot down there.
Oh, that could be a hold there. That was close. How
nice
Ardo,
read.
Beauteous first downage. Yes.
That's a great read by Jake Howe, man. He just stayed focused. That play was very easy for a quarterback to start panicking and running around like a lunatic. He just stood tall, and he delivered to his man, Gene Ardo.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that left tackle looked like maybe he got away with a hold. The referee was looking right at it, and it just worked out, and then Ardo slipped and just slipped enough. That 4 over there, you see it. It needs to be a 1. They're switching it up. They're going back to the pass. They've abandoned the run. Here is Jake Howe.
Maybe not. And that throw is to the parking lot.
Now, Underwood, what are they going to do with him? Is he still over there on the sideline right now?
It looks like it.
I'd like to see him get back just to be a threat or for the thought of them thinking they may run it.
They're doing empty backfield here, though, and it looks like Ardo's lining up as a blocker.
To seal that corner, he's going to roll right. Kozlowski
He has a couple of catches on the night. He's got to be getting close to that 100 mark like we were talking about.
I think that's his fourth. Total bring up third down and long here for Wilkes-Barre area as we play into the third quarter. Lakeland 14-7 over Mid-Valley. Lackawanna trail in a romper room over Riverside 40-0.
Wow.
Everybody thought that was a coin flipper. Not the case, my friend. Carbondale over the Pizza Boys of Old Forge by 20. Here's his third down. Jay Cow looking. He's getting harassed. Nothing.
I like the Pizza Boys. That was good. I might use that.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Well, when you're in the mood for some pizza, which pretty much all the time.
Yeah, of course.
And over 57-0 over Nanticoke Honesdale. 28-26, another good one like we got here.
Wow.
So, yeah, checking out some scores tonight. Appreciate you joining us here on our student broadcast. Mark is a senior here at Wilkes-Barre Area High School. Wants to get into the broadcast field, does a great job. And he'll be around, hopefully, during some basketball games. We might have some other opportunities for some other student athletes here, or just students for that matter. How, looking, throwing deep bombs away, Lorraine, maybe? No. Williamsport, great coverage back there.
Took the shot at his favorite target in Gambitsky. Couldn't deliver there, trying to facilitate a play, but it looks like they're bringing out the special teams.
So I didn't like that Underwood played a couple, and then they kind of took him out. Just that ability maybe out of the backfield to get him the football, a screen, a flare, something possible. And, again, just another weapon. There are a lot of weapons, but you got to block up front too. And that Williamsport line up front has been physical.
Absolutely. And, this Wilkes-Barre area offense, they now have to figure it out a little bit because you don't want to keep giving Williamsport the ball. That offense has shown that they are going to go down the field and make plays. You don't want to see this.
Still 7-point lead. Here's Williams, the quarterback, the sophomore at 6'3". They're chasing him. And Gambitsky will come up, slow him down a little bit, and then finally the tackle by his buddy over there.
That was a big hit that he took over there, and it looks like he's slow to get up. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, that was a big hit that he took. He got drilled.
So quarterback down on the sideline. They're trying to peel him off the carpet right now. And he's down right now. So Williamsport got to make a decision. We're going to keep him on the sideline, get somebody else in here. They're going to just maybe snap it right to number 12, Giovanni White, potentially. Well, they putting 13 back there.
That's Kason Ulmer. Yeah, he's a 6'5" quarterback tight end linebacker.
This kid's pretty good, too. Now 19 gets it. Scissors. And nothing doing there.
Trying to knife through that Wilkes-Barre area defense. They're stingy against the run game against the running backs. That's where they're strong. But it's that quarterback run game that seems to throw them off just a little bit.
Lucas Naughton. Now, why did the clock stop? The guy was in bounds. There's not a timeout. So it's a first down?
That didn't look like a first down. That wasn't even close.
Not the way the sticks looked over there.
No, that wasn't even close.
We got to get our eyes checked, I guess.
Yeah, listen, the referees know more than us.
Yeah. So 1st and 10. All right, now we know what's going on, and Williams still not in there?
Yeah, it doesn't, is that? Yes, he is.
Oh, he's back.
Yep.
He gets it out, Naughton.
Yeah. Ooh.
Gino Ardo.
And Ardo came over, and he laid the boom.
Our other buddy, a couple other guys there for Wilkes-Barre trying to hold them up. So we had Underwood.
Well, what I'm seeing out of Wilkes-Barre area here so far now in the second half is they're coming out, and they want to make them pay for these plays. They are drilling these people. Even the quarterback on the sideline, they drilled him down. Ardo just came down and drilled the other guy down. They want to make them pay for these gains, and honestly, it's going to make them tired. That's a good thing for Wilkes-Barre area.
Second down here for Billytown. Williams, the quarterback, got banged up for plays back. Throws a nice ball out in the flat, a little shifty. Damn Schroeder, and he gets cleaned up there. Hooper again.
Hooper's had a large impact on this game. It seems like he's wreaking havoc when he's on the field.
Ethan Hooper has delivered the toe boom over there. Third down now and manageable here for Williamsport. What are you thinking about for Dee's Diner later after the game? Gravy fries, maybe?
I'm thinking some mozzarella sticks today. I'm pretty basic.
All right.
I'm leaning mozzarella sticks.
All right. This guy's got a hankering. Grandma 67, maybe. Take him out to Dee's.
Oh, no, she might not be awake right now. It's a little late.
Right side, Williams gets chased out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Now you have a decision if you're Williamsport. You're at an awkward part of the field. Do you think about going for it?
Got to punt it.
They've shown all night. They've been pretty aggressive. I mean, and they have the quarterback. Now, it looks like they are going to punt, but, I mean, you have the quarterback who's been running around making life miserable for the defense. But it does look like here they'll show a little bit of mercy and they'll punt the football.
I want to thank our State Farm representatives, Jen, Ricky Abeloff in Dunmore, Courtney Lisk in Scranton, Frank Sorokach in Tunkhannock, and Melissa Walter in the Back Mountain. Knuckleball. That bounces around a little bit. Stay away, Wolfpack. I mean, that looked like a foot away from somebody's Tootsie Toe there. So Jonathan Otway-Kellum playing with fire over there. He knew what he was doing. 4:40 on the clock here in quarter number 3. We got some tight football games out there. Wyoming area, 34-22, dog.
Listen, I'm 1-0. I'm 1-0 tonight. I think I'm pretty good at this.
They didn't win yet.
hey, hold on. It's
third quarter.
Yeah,
Plenty of time.
I got Wyoming area, man. I'm telling you.
Scranton Prep trails by 3 to North Pocono. Abington Heights 44-7 against Hazleton area. Dallas now 30-6 over Lake Lehman.
You know, my dad's a Pittston area graduate. He takes so much pride in that school. I know he is not enjoying me saying that they're going to lose.
5th catch. And not much there, maybe a yard. Maybe 2 yards. So coming up to make that shtick, Tevin Butler.
A lot of Tevins.
A lot of Tevins because, I'm trying to look across. That is Tayonata Butler. My apologies. If I'm not looking at it right, we got to get the roller out here. These lines aren't straight for me. 4:06. Jimmy the eyeball back here might help us, huh? Those binoculars. Big investment we made.
I wish we had a camera in here so you could see what kind of look he's giving the field right now.
It looks like Marty Feldman. Out in the flat, Otway-Kellum right near the 34-yard line, still short of a first down. And stopped over there by number 7.
That was Otway-Kellum.
No, he gave us the wrong offense.
Oh.
We needed defense. Come on, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
3:35 on the clock here in quarter number 3. Oh, who moved first? Well, I say defense. First down.
Well, that makes it easy for Wilkes-Barre area. You don't even have to call play.
It's an automatic. How do you like your deer meat done more? 35-7 over Western Wayne. Hanover has 63 points against Nanticoke. You got a Honesdale and West Scranton in a 28-26 affair. So that's where we're at, playing through the night.
My mom's giving me live on the air. Your mom is a warrior, green and gold.
Howe escapes. He
nice
throws
throw.
It. Escape addict, left side.
Gambitsky.
Still going. Trayvon Gambitsky. One play looks like he's limping, another play looks like a sprinter.
And, man, Howe has made some impressive throws tonight. That was one of them, man. I mean, he put that right on the money for him. On the run to his weak side. I always compliment that. You're running to your left as a right-handed quarterback. That's tough to do.
3:02 on the clock. Never rains in Plains, and you always hear a train in Plains, and they got the train noise going here in the background. Some of your buddies came up here to say hi.
Oh,
They're all painted up and stuff. Look at that.
I got a fan club going on up here.
Here is Jay Cow looking across the middle. Too high for Otway-Kellum.
Man, he put some zip on that ball, man. He put it right over the middle, just a little bit overshot.
2:58. 21-14. Wolfpack down a score. 9 o'clock at night Eastern time, and we're playing here at Wolfpack Stadium. Great atmosphere. Hey, Williamsport brought some fans. It is a chilly Friday night, just like you expect here in late October.
Absolutely, and we're going into playoffs now. That's going to be a big factor is the temperature outside.
Hey, Underwood got the ball. He's going to score. Score!
Man, he hit the second level so fast. Right when he got the ball, you could just tell he was gone.
21-yard jaunt by Davon Underwood. Give that kid the rock. 21-20.
Seems like taking off the pink has ignited a little bit of a fire in him, huh?
Yeah.
As Sanchez is going to trot out to kick up the extra point.
It's up, and it is good. 21, y'all. 2:52 on the clock. Wilkes-Barre student broadcast, the John Mendola Show Network. We'll be back. All right, we're booting this thing down. Takes a good, formidable bounce. And here is that Jam Schroeder. He is so stinking good. And you got to like Trey Dam Schroeder. He has just been a gutty, kind of fast, athletic kid. He just wants the ball. He's a dangerous kid.
That kid's a machine. I mean, he just doesn't go down. You could throw a linebacker at him, throw a DB. He's just not going down willingly. So it's really impressive, honestly.
He has some elusiveness, much like Underwood, on the opposite jersey there. And this kid could do some tricks here for this Williamsport team. Dam Schroeder on the left-hand side wearing number 4. Williams will roll right, get a little peeler, and he's got some heat on him. He throws a deep ball just off the fingertips of the big daddy down there.
That was Ulmer, and he also took a shot from, I believe that was Gambitsky, came over, laid the boomstick on him just for some good measure.
Williams, he's got like, oh boy, he's trying to shake off his own cobwebs. It's been a physical game, but again, the defensive lines for both squads right now just so important to get heat on opposing quarterbacks.
And with this kid, with Tevin Williams, you got to be careful. When you get heat on him, you got to keep him in that pocket.
Flare out of the backfield. The dude's open. He's got him. But, yeah, it is the Wolfpack. Is that Creech out there? I thought it was Ardo at first, but I think it was Creech.
I believe it was.
Somebody else made the tackle.
They swarmed to him, man. As soon as he got that ball, they were on him. Snuffed that one out.
Big 3rd down and 12 here. The Wolfpack have tied it. The Wolfpack trying to play tight defense. Hooper is going to come out. He has been a stud tonight for Wilkes-Barre area.
3rd and 12 now. You got to get out the field here if you're Wilkes-Barre area. Give your offense a chance to take the lead.
Who they going to? Dam Schroeder or the big 13? Let's see.
How about neither?
Williams still scrambling. He's got a lot of real estate. He's still coming. He's going to get the first down. It's close.
He was right there. Looks like he got it, though. Yep.
Williams a little gimped up. Is he cramping or is it something else?
He also got, he had a big hit on him earlier that kept him on the sidelines for a play or two.
He's cramping.
Yep.
1:49, quarter 3. John Mendola, Mark McNulty, student broadcast, Wilkes-Barre. We'll be back. We are back. Williams limped off, so our buddy number 13 is in.
That's Kason Ulmer.
Kason Ulmer. Kind of looks like Mike Evans wearing that 13 with the long arms, the long torso.
And that is a big dude, man. You do not want to have to tackle him. 6'5".
They hand it off a little late, delay the action, and Hooper and his buddies come up to make the hit. Hooper coming into his own right now. But leading the charge there as well, you had Ardo at the bottom of that pile, and couldn't tell there. Was that 16 or 18 again?
I believe it may have been 18.
Kamani Hubbard-Jones. Mentioned his name before. Second and long. We're knotted up. 3 scores apiece. He's going to throw the ball on the flat. He's got it. Dude, he had a flood pattern. He had a guy deep, guy in the middle, guy short. It was between the short and the middle guy, and it didn't work out.
And Hooper gave 19 a shot after the play, too, just for good measure. He gave him a little shove to the ground that was not in.
Now, we'll get our guy with the binoculars, Logan, going to bring up those binoculars. He's going to look across the way to see where 11 is over on the other side. Where's the binoculars, Jimmy? Jimmy, get him the binoculars, will you? All right, here we go. It is 3rd down and about 8.5. They're going to throw it. They're going to throw across the middle, and a little bit of contact. No penalty. So good coverage there by Jonathan Otway-Kellum. 4th down.
Yeah, and now you got to punt. Maybe you could think about going for it if you had your starting quarterback on the field, and that's not to dismiss the talent of Kason Ulmer, but you got another big threat when Williams is on the field, so they're going to have to punt this one here.
Logan, our buddy, found Williams over there on the sideline, getting stretched out, laying down. So it was good to bring Logan up here tonight. 4th down, punting situation. Wolfpack awaiting the punt. Ulmer. Unguard, I'm sorry, with the punt, and that's going to take a rotten bounce for Wilkes-Barre, but a great bounce for the Millionaires. Should I get it? Should I get it? No, it just keeps bouncing. It's not going your way, bud.
Man, a lot of special teams tonight.
Yeah.
Lots and lots and lots of special teams action tonight.
1:01 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter.
And now, Wilkes-Barre area, what do you do here? Do you try and run the ball inside, try and get some extra, gritty yards just to set up Jake Howe to throw, or do you just come out firing?
I'd go Underwood until, and it's not going to start that way. Underwood's on the sideline. I would give the ball to Davon Underwood right now.
They're probably thinking Ardo just for tough yardage, try and get Howe a little bit more space.
Well,
but
remember the tough yard, and again, not a knock on Ardo. Up front, they're pretty physical. I think you need a little bit more elusive.
Well, they're starting off in shotgun, it looks like, and they throw quick. It's caught.
Otway-Kellum with a nice move, gets out to the 10-yard line. Flag comes in late. It's going to be a sideline either warning or somebody said something to the referee back here. So something not going to go the Wolfpack way here.
You got to be careful here if you're Wilkes-Barre area, because if they bring that play back and you have the ball already at the 1, that just moves you back half a yard. You're going to be at the half-yard line, and that's not where you want to be.
Double scary. 54 seconds on the clock. Chilly night here in Plains Township. Down to 44 degrees. The winds, it's saying they're light, but up here in the booth, it feels like 4 to 5 miles an hour. They're saying it's 1 mile an hour, and that's not accurate. See the flag moving over there?
Yeah, no, it's definitely not 1 mile an hour. That's no way.
How about Jake Howe goes over to the quarterback, Williams, and says, hey, buddy, I'm glad you're back on the field. Now, don't make a play. So Williams, who was down for the count over there, now he's made his way back. I'd go right at him. Make him run right now. And again, that's not being nasty. That's just make this kid move. He just came off the field, and now he's back on. So
and I'm trying to see who's lined up against him.
They have it as 2nd down and 8. On the scoreboard says 1st and 10. The ball looks like it's on the 5. Ball on the thing says it's on the 6. Well, it's just beyond the 5, so I guess it's on the 6. And guess what?
Timeout.
A whistle. Timeout, Wilkes-Barre. Ay, ay, ay. I'm taking a timeout. No, timeout Williamsport. I'm sorry. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back here. We'll talk about Dee's Diner when we come back. We're back at it here at Wilkes-Barre area after a timeout. Second down, and it looks like longer than 6 to me. That's second down and 7 for Wilkes-Barre area. 31 seconds, quarter number 3. Jay Cow looks, flat, gotta go.
Oh. Gambitsky's got to come down with that ball.
Third down. So you have Otway Kellum running the guy off. You got this guy coming underneath, and Trayvon Gambitsky couldn't squeeze it.
Man, and that hurts if you're Wilkes-Barre area, man. He was wide open there. A couple of concentration drops tonight out of the Wilkes-Barre area wide receivers.
Underwood still on the sideline. Don't see him out there.
Yeah, Ardo's still in the backfield.
Going to pick up blitzes. Throwing the deep ball. He's got a guy. Got held up for a half a second. Did you see that?
Yeah, it looked like there was some contact.
Yeah, there was a little bit pulled on the back there, and it was just so smooth. But you had to see it, and they're going to say no. Grab the back. Yeah, he's saying the same thing. Otway Kellum, he grabbed his jersey or grabbed his flapper back there because he's got a chest rib flapper. Now it's a punting situation. 22 seconds here in quarter number 3. Williamsport could have incredible field position.
You got to be careful here if you're Ardo to get this ball out quick.
Williams almost blocked it, the quarterback.
It takes a nice bounce, though.
Shorty field coming for Billytown. Ball at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10. 9 seconds on the clock here in the third. We'll stay right here. So, Dee's Diner, you're getting jacked up for it now. You're starting to think a little bit more of it. You said mozzarella sticks. You got to have something else with it.
Give me some bites.
Bites.
I'll take
Gotta
bites.
Go with the bites. You like them hot? You like them garlic? What do you?
Okay, so I'm a big spicy food person. Okay. I'll preface it with that. I love their mild. I'm probably going to get their mild if I go there. However, if they have anything hotter, gimme.
All right.
I love
hotter,
spicy. The hotter, the
Spicy
better.
Man Bites over at Dee's Diner. One of our sponsors here. We appreciate their support. Here is Williams, the quarterback for Williamsport. He's going, bombs away, Lorraine. He's got his guy. Damn, Schroeder's got it. Oh, my goodness.
He just catches everything. He has been wide open all game long.
That was sick. That was Jimmy take the Nerf football in the back of the yard, throw it as far as he could, and his brother catches it.
I mean, Williams has just made a lot of really impressive throws tonight.
Quarter number 3 is over. It's 21 apiece. The Millionaires knocking on the door. We'll be back. Mark McNulty will do the play-by-play quarter number 4. I'm John Mendola. We'll be back.
We are back here live on the John Mendola Show. 12 minutes in the fourth quarter as Williams takes a shot at the end zone. And did he get in?
No.
Incomplete, it looks like.
Dropped the football. Damn Schroeder. That was as good of a throw as you're going to get. Only where Damn Schroeder could have caught it because Wilkes-Barre has some really good DBs. But Damn Schroeder couldn't haul it in right near the line there.
And that is one of the probably the only times I've heard you say that tonight, man. He has been all over the place. He just catches everything.
He does. But he's human.
Yes, he is.
But he's dangerous, too.
You got a full house here in the backfield. It's a pistol look. You got 3 backs back there with Williams. It's going to be a handoff. Inside, trying to get a push.
Still going.
Still going. And looks like he's finally down at about the 4-yard line. So they come out in like not even quite a jumbo look there, but they bring in the extra running backs, to try and get some extra strength in there in the A-gap. As it's going to set up 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line for the Millionaires.
We're matriculating through this game here tonight. Has been a long, chilly, short burst kind of night. Clock stopped a bunch, but it's a heck of a football game.
And they're going to keep the full house look here. And the handoff he looks like he was short. That was Giovanni White.
Down
at the 1. Going to be 4th and goal. Now you have a decision.
I think you go for it.
I say you go. You play aggressive as well. I agree.
You got 99 yards if you don't make it, right?
Yep.
I mean, maybe Williams, the big daddy, just kind of muscles it in.
Yeah, absolutely. Or even honestly, I'd like to see a play with Case and Ulmer.
Right.
6'5",
Sure.
try and maybe motion him over, give him it on like a sneak type concept. But it's going to be a goal line formation here in a jumbo package. Williams will take the snap. And it's a sneak, and it looks like he got it by a mile.
Yes.
Touchdown, Millionaires. Tevin Williams on the sneak on 4th and goal from the 1.
A lot of bodies still picking themselves off the carpet, but it was the sophomore quarterback who busted in from 1 yard out to give Billtown the lead.
And it seems like that's been the story of the night. Maybe not here, not as much using his legs, maybe just, pushing. But at the end of the day, his rushing ability alone, that's really, really played a huge factor in this game for Williamsport, especially down there at the goal line. That's his 2nd rushing score of the night, I believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so, they're finding ways with different things, and they go up a score. I mean, it's nuts. It's a good game. This is a great high school football game tonight.
The offense is just firing on all cylinders, and there's a lot of special teams action. We got 28-21 in favor of the Millionaires, 10:27 left in the fourth quarter. We are back here live from the Wolfpack Den. 10:27 left after the Millionaire touchdown to put them up by a score. We do have a final score here between Pittston area and Wyoming area, 41-22 in favor of the Warriors.
That's the last report I got. I did see it was a final. Just got to double check the numbers, but it looks like Wyoming area gets the win over at home. A lot of celebration over there right now, and your mom's kind of happy, right?
Yeah, my mom's happy. My dad's probably not feeling the same way. He also got double whammied a little bit because not only did the Patriots lose, I picked them to lose. So he's probably not too happy right now.
44-6 Dallas over Lehman. You got Scranton Prep trailing North Pocono by 3 tonight. Carbondale Old Forge, the Pizza Boys have put up 2 trays of pizza.
Wow.
No, 1 tray of pizza and 2 cuts. They got 14. So Carbondale still has 20.
And then Crestwood 49-14 over Valley West as well. As Howe with the flip pass here real quick. Trying to make a move here, and he will not get out of that. That was Kellum.
Oh, boy.
And this is an ugly play.
Otway Kellum got hit there.
He's
A
gonna
lot
help him
of,
up.
I mean, there's like 4 or 5 white jerseys. Now, was it a hold there by Wilkes-Barre, or did somebody come in and horse collar tackle? As the referee comes over, I think it might be a horse collar tackle.
My dad just texted me, said, you're grounded. So
There you go.
there we go. Feeling great here tonight about the Wyoming area Warriors winning.
15 free yards. Face mask?
Yeah, that's wow. That's
I mean, I think the guy was pointing like he gave him the horse collar, but whatever it is, benefit Wilkes-Barre area here.
absolutely. It was definitely a dirty tackle. In some way, shape, or form, it was a dirty tackle. As they're going to move the ball up here to about the 43-yard line. Howe looking to come out with an empty backfield. And it looks like he's just trying to get some conversation here with his coach. He's got trips to the right-hand side of him and doubles to the left.
21 now in there. Jaden Pena.
It's the sophomore. Howe, quick throw, has a man. And that was Gambitsky. Nice, solid gain there.
Where's my buddy Devon Underwood?
And speaking of where are these guys, where's Kevon Creech?
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't seen a lot from him since, the end of the second half.
Yeah, so you got over on the far right.
Start of it.
Underwood's way out there on the right-hand side now. You got Gambitsky and Otway Kellum in the slot on the right. They're going left.
There he is. He bobbled it, but he caught it. That was Jaden Pena, the sophomore. Got it underneath. Looked like it was enough for a first down.
Kozlowski over on the left-hand side wearing 12. He's the guy with 5 catches tonight for Wilkes-Barre area. Down a score as the clock is slowly moving. 9 minutes and change here playing into the night here at Wolfpack Stadium.
And this is shaping up to be a really fun ending, it's looking like. As they're going to stay with the empty backfield look here for Howe. They have Underwood at the top of the screen still. They're going to bring heat. Howe under pressure, delivers, has a man over the middle, and a nice throw. That was Otway Kellum, and that was a nice, strong throw by Jake Howe.
Good concentration by Otway Kellum going over the middle. Never easy. Makes the catch there for the Wolfpack on this drive, trying to knot it up.
Now, if you're Wilkes-Barre area, you got 8.5 minutes left in the game. If you could put the ball in the end zone here, you got a lot of time left to get the ball back. But here is a quick play. There's Gambitsky on the right sideline. He has a first down and plenty more as he'll be down at about the 11-yard line. Wolfpack putting together a nice drive here offensively.
Again, when they're on point, when the guys are blocking up front, what happened up front? Are the Millionaires tired? Every weapon you could have for Wilkes-Barre is on the field right now. So they're making plays with all those weapons, but you got to block up front.
Absolutely. And, now they're sticking with this empty backfield because they just want these guys running around. That's what it is. They're going to run these underneath routes, stuff like that to try and slow these guys down at least on defense, tucker them out. So here is Howe. Takes the snap. He's looking left, fires, has a man. That's Gambitsky again. And the ball's out. Oh, no.
He didn't score.
It didn't look like he scored. It looked like a fumble.
Oh my
no.
goodness. I thought he was across the line.
Oh, and that hurts if you are
I got to watch the
Gambitsky.
replay here on our YouTube channel. I think he's in. I think he was in. He backed in. Boy, is that close. I'm going to watch that replay one more time here, but it is that close.
It looks like he had it.
I thought he backed his way in, but the referee didn't see it that way. So we're going to watch this thing again. We don't have replay right now, but I'm just going to watch this again. But this is this is Williamsport's football.
Man, and that hurts if you're Wilkes-Barre area. You know, you're right at the goal line. You put together a beautiful drive on offense, and that hurts.
I mean, Gambitsky looked so comfortable. Williams came up hard. And we're going to watch this ourselves and tell you what we see here. You see him get there. It's looks like he is a hair short. Looks like he was a hair short. Boy, that's a tight call either way, and a tough break. But a good play by Williamsport to strip in the football.
And here's a nice run out of that full house backfield look. Now if you're Williamsport, you take the clock. You got to take down this clock with you.
Is there such a thing here in this game?
I don't know.
The clock down the way this is gone.
A lot of incomplete passes and penalties. That's been the story of this game. Now they're going to come up here. Same look, full house backfield, 2nd and 4 from the 26. And Williams looking to take the snap here. And he does. It's a handoff inside. And that is number 12, Giovanni White.
Right near that first down marker. It's going to be close.
They're going to call him short. Now, if you're Wilkes-Barre, this is where you need a stop. You got to get off the field. You got to give the offense another chance. That was a fluke last time. Offense has to stay poised, get back out on that field.
At that 7-minute mark here, and again, Williamsport just looks like they're going to keep going here with the physicality up front.
Now here's Williams, full house again in the backfield. And I do not mean the Nickelodeon TV show. Handoff inside, and looked like he had enough. Yep, that is enough for a first down.
Chain gang mover here for Billytown. And the clock continues to move once the ball gets set here. Again, dynamic athletes on both sides here between the Williamsport and Wilkes-Barre area. Now, if you're Williamsport, the clock started to move. You take your time. They snapped it quick. Williams lost it.
Snap. Oh, no, he's under pressure now. He's got to go down. And he gets it away, and he completes it, but a big hit. That was Davon Underwood. He came up, laid the boom on him, setting up a 2nd down and long.
He laid the lumber liquidators. He's feeling it in his shoulder right now.
Wow, what a hit. He took him out by the legs. Nice shot.
Williams is crazy for throwing that ball. Like, dude,
yeah,
what are you doing? You're playing with fire, my man.
Yeah, he saw it earlier on in the game. It resulted in a pick.
Yeah.
He's got to, especially at this part of the field, you got to just go down. But they're going to, nonetheless, they keep the ball. 2nd down and 15 now. It's another handoff. Gets the edge. This is White. And he gets slammed down as well here at about the 38, 39-yard line.
All these fans yelling holding. They're saying they saw holding.
We're seeing it from the bleachers, and it's not getting called.
Yeah.
Now you got 3rd down and 5. Wolfpack has to get off the field. I don't see Williamsport running this ball again. I see them throwing. I see or either throwing or taking off with the quarterback. I don't see them giving it to the running back.
I mean, I'd keep the ball in the hands of Williams. Maybe you let a guy slip out at the last possible minute and let him, do his thing. But I like the offensive look here.
They're sticking with the heavy look. He's going to – it's a shovel option. And he's right at the sticks. They're moving him. That's a first down.
That's a dangerous play. The ball did get tipped, and Williams, you saw him talk to his running back there. That pitch relationship, the option, that's not easy, and they haven't done it all night a first time with 4 minutes and change, and you're trying to get that first down. But you know what? Why not? It's week 10. You gotta go for it here if you're Williamsport.
Yeah, and now you got 1st and 10, new set of downs. If they run this ball 3 times, you figure that's maybe about a minute and a half off the clock, assuming they don't get a first down. You got 2.5 minutes left at that point. But here's a nice run to start off the drive. Going to set up 2nd down and medium. But you figure if you let them get a first down here, they can take more and more and more of that clock, and that will really, really hurt.
Extracurriculars there, all just a no call.
Seen that all game, it feels like. A lot of extracurriculars.
Yeah, so 62 got hit. He came back. Gavin Griffith It was, who was it again? 65. He's been a tough kid. Jackson Thompson all night long. Thompson, 6'2", 270. He's not fooling around, that kid.
No, he is not. They're going to keep it with the same look they've been giving us the whole drive. And we're going to see if Wilkes-Barre area could stop them here. They're going to fake a snap. And it's a handoff inside here. And he is met in his tracks.
That was, I believe, was that D'Alessandro?
Yeah.
I think it was 8.
That was Saraceno.
Or Saraceno, 6?
That was 6.
That's 6 and 8. Just, it's killing me. I can't get it right, but Saraceno, that was a toe boom. Man. He really brought it on that one.
He gave him a shot there, man. He made him pay. Now you got 3rd and 4. Another opportunity for the Wolfpack defense here to get off the field.
Can't believe we're in the 4th quarter. Like, this surprise, the second half went as fast as it did, the way this game was going. But 3 minutes away, Williamsport is sealing the deal. Can the Wolfpack answer?
And it's another handoff. Here's White. And there's a flag down. He looks to be short of the first down.
Usually in the area of somebody seeing holding. And it is.
It is.
Huge call. Now it gives them another down, though.
Or if you're Wilkes-Barre area, do you decline it?
Do you go 4th and short? Do you go 3rd and long?
I would say 4th and short. It looks like they're thinking 3rd and long.
It's a tough decision here.
I mean, I get this. I understand this. You know, maybe you can get in better position. But it does give them another chance at a first down.
I think if they did get the first at 4th and short, that puts you up against the clock in a tough situation.
Yep. And they're going to stick with the same look here. We'll see if they continue to run the ball or if they have a pass play. They do.
Oh, boy.
And they throw it outside, and it's over his head, incomplete. So accepting that penalty worked out for Wilkes-Barre area now because clock is stopped, 2:33 left, 4th and 15. They're going to get the ball back.
I'm thinking ahead. I know I'm crazy. Let's say, hey, you're able to go score, Wolfpack. Do you go to tie it or do you go for the win? And again, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I got to put that thought in my head right now.
Listen,
if I'm the coach.
At home, friendly environment, you have the weapons. I say you do it.
Right.
I say you give a guy like give a big target a shot in the end zone. Give it to Saraceno or give it to Kieslowski. Give them a chance to make a play.
Now, what do we have here? Is this a penalty on the Wolfpack? Or is it a timeout?
It looks to be a penalty.
Yeah. So they're going to get how many yards out of that? 5? Now, Williams, I think, was going over to the coach to try to plead, hey, should we go for it here on 4th down? But now I'm confused. It looks more like a timeout call, but it is the penalty. See the 5 yards getting marched off? No? Is this a personal foul penalty? This is going to be a first down. What the heck happened?
I'm confused.
Cicero Cinti's over there like us. What just happened? What happened?
Yeah. I'm hearing some chatter from the.
Looks like a personal foul penalty against Wilkes-Barre area.
Hearing some chatting from the bleachers right now. The fans are not happy about this.
No, we aren't either. 2:33 on the clock. I mean, this is nuts. You make this call. Now again, I didn't see it. I didn't hear it. Obviously, we're like with Cicero Cinti's beside himself.
Oh man.
In a calm way, like I can't believe they called that. Eddie Michaels not happy.
That hurts you real bad if you're Wilkes-Barre, man. That's at this moment in the game, that's not a great call to have.
This could do it. I mean, this could be the seal. Ouch. That's a stinger, man.
Oh man. We'll see if Wilkes-Barre could play some defense here, get off the field, but that's rough.
Hoping our camera guy Jimmy over there is doing what he's supposed to. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see here. So here's Williams to take the snap. Full house backfield again. It's going to be a handoff to White. And they meet him pretty quick. Gain of about maybe 1 or 2.
Not what you want to do. Go out of bounds.
Yeah.
But the clock's moving. I guess it wasn't out of bounds. To me, he went out of bounds. It's high school.
Yeah.
You're out of bounds. You know, everything in the NFL anymore, nobody's really ever out of bounds.
No.
It changed.
It did look like he went out of bounds there, though. But they're going to come up here again to the line. You got just over 2 minutes left here to play.
Lakeland beats Mid-Valley tonight. Carbondale holds on against Old Forge.
And they're taking their time here calling this play. They're going to take the clock down probably to about 3 seconds before snapping the ball. Yep. And here's another handoff. And they stop him quick. And this is setting up a 3rd and long here. Timeout, Wolfpack. 1:42 left here, 28-21 in favor of the Millionaires. Man, if you're Wilkes-Barre area, now's the time. If you got something dialed up, you use it. Now. And there's another flag. This is going to be a personal foul against the coaching staff. This is another personal foul against Wilkes-Barre. The coaching staff got into it with the referees. Oh, now Ardo's mad. Oh, no. Oh, no. Man, in this situation, if you're Wilkes-Barre area, you got to feel like these are two rough calls at this point in the game.
This is the game. I mean, what are you going to do at this point? This is it. It's over in my mind. With 1:42 to go, 2 15-yard penalties like this, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Coaches are out on the field. Players are frustrated. This is just.
I don't know what's being said, but it's just, it's not good.
Yeah, a lot of chat here between the Wolfpack and the refs, but man, that's a killer. They had it third and long with a chance to get off the field and another personal foul. A lot of self-inflicted wounds this game.
So Tony Khalifi, one of the assistants, you had Eddie Michaels. They used to be head coaches. So, those guys are used to conversations with referees. And again, we don't know what was said, what happened, and I'm not going to speculate at all, but obviously the coaching staff, Mark, as you have mentioned, they just weren't happy with what had happened, questioned some stuff or whatever. Ciro Cinti has been the kind of voice of reason there on the field, having the conversation with his players, like, listen, we might have a chance here if we could kind of stop them, we could tie up the clock, maybe we could get some seconds left and get the ball. But still, every coach is having a long conversation here with these refs, and there's been several of them that are having them. And, again, we don't know exactly what happened.
You got to wonder what was said, but clearly it was enough to warrant, another personal foul. Now, I mean, you got 1:42 left. If you could play some defense, you have a shot. But, man, that's a killer. That really hurts.
28-21. The fans, again, not happy right now. But, it is what it is at this point. We still got to play football for 1:42.
They're going to come out here in the same full house look. You have to guarantee they're running the ball here. If you're Wilkes-Barre, you got to stop them.
Williams.
And Williams is going to seal the game. He's going to go to the end zone. There is a flag down.
Is that a hold? Looks like it.
It looks like a hold. It is. So this is going to come back.
But you don't get that time back.
Nope.
You lose the seconds.
But it's a 10-yard penalty. Gets rid of the touchdown. So the game's not quite over. But, man, it's not looking good at all for Wilkes-Barre area.
Looks like we're going to have – are they timeout or are they just kind of like huddling over there and having a chat, Mark?
Not quite sure. I didn't really see from the referee, if it was a timeout or not, but it looks like he's – man, this is you got – what is it? It's going to be first and should be first and 20, right?
It's first and let's kneel the football, I think.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, looks like the time that came off the clock a little bit too much. And Wolfpack's going to be frustrated after this one, going into the playoff stretch. But
it stings in a lot of ways. A lot of ways for the kids, for the coaching staff, for the fans, and we're hurting a little bit up here too. The way this thing's going to end.
Yeah, that's it's upsetting that the game ends that way after it was such an exciting contest. For it to end off that, man, that sucks. And it looks like they're going to take another knee here, and that one will do it. Final score 28-21 in favor of the Williamsport Millionaires, live from the Wolfpack Den. I'm Mark McNulty. I'm with John Mendola as part of the student broadcast team. Thank you for joining us.
Have a good night.